Hey guys, now is the time that you are going to learn the cubic 3x3x5 cube. You're going to put yourself through some serious stuff. Gotta tell you, gotta warn you right now, if you're not ready to learn and listen and stuff, I would click that back arrow right now. So, first, I want to just briefly show you how to mix it up. I might sound I don't know, I might sound stupid when I say that, but it does take some listening to learn how to mix it up. If you just start mixing it up by turning both the small layers, how is that any different from mixing it up like a 3x3? If you do that, then what's the point? You're just solving a 3x3, right? So what you want to do, you want to turn a small layer and then turn one of the sides 180 degrees. And what that does is that pairs up the corners and edges with two different parts. And that still allows you to turn the small layers. This cube is fully functional, so I would recommend using a fully functional cube. So once you've properly mixed it up, now we're getting to the real stuff. So you have chosen to stay here and go through some tough processes. So once you've mixed it up in the manner that I've showed you, go ahead and just mix it up regularly, and you'll end up with some weird looking thing like this. Thing to note, this is the cubic version of the cube, not the cuboid. The difference is cuboid can shapeshift. This is pretty much like a cuboid shapeshifting. The first step, we're just going to make it so the tiny layers can turn. I'll show you quickly why the tiny layers can't turn right now. If you try to turn this layer right here, this layer right here, this top layer, pieces like this one stop it from turning. So, what's nice about this though is you don't have to learn much. You don't have to know much about a 3x3 in order to solve this. You need to know the second layer algorithms and a few of the third layer algorithms, but don't stress yourself too bad. Fill in your cross on either the white side or the yellow side. We'll go with white. The only thing that needs to happen is the bottom color needs to match, and it can be the yellow edge or the white edge. Who cares? That's I think one of the cool things about it. So let's see. We got 3 already. So now we need an orange one. And let's see, where's an orange one? There we go. Got our cross. Fill in the corners. It can be any corner. White or yellow. Don't need many algorithms for this either, so don't stress yourself too hard on that. And now, by doing that, you should be able to turn the top layers. Make sure these cross pieces, the bottom colors, stay intact. Very important. Okay, now you need to fill in the edge pieces using the second layer algorithms. One thing to note, if you don't know the algorithms, if you don't know how to solve a 3x3, you can watch the part 2 tutorial on how to solve a 3x3. I'll post the link in an annotation about right there or so. Okay. And you don't even need to watch the whole video. You just need to watch until you find the algorithms, and then write those down, and you'll be good. Okay, now fill in the cross on the third layer. Once again, I'll post the part 3 in an annotation right there if you need to know the algorithms for the third layer. But I doubt any of you will click on this video if you don't even know how to solve a 3x3. don't stress yourself on the cross pieces being in place. So you really only need two of the third layer algorithms. It's the get the cross one, which starts with a front move, if that's how you recognize it, and then you need to put the corners in the correct place. You don't even really need that one, but if you just want to make it easier on yourself, so you don't have to do the corners algorithm very much. See, if you do it like that, all the corners will usually just fill in by themselves. If not, you can just do the RIDIRD algorithm so many times to fill those in. So honestly, you only really need one third layer algorithm besides the RIDIRD, because you don't really need the corners to correct place. But anyway, we will get started with the actual solving. Now you should be able to turn every single layer. It's back to its fully functional mode. So we want to fill in these 4 little edge pieces on this inside layer right here. Okay, so you need to look at the 2 colors, blue and red, and then look on the top inside layer up here, see if there's a blue and red. Here it is, blue and red. One thing to note, this will mess you up a lot if you don't listen to this. There's 2 blue and red pieces. There's this one and there's this one. This one is correct. The reason why it has to be opposite to the color on the bottom. Blue, red, blue, red. And then you do this algorithm, hold it in the right side, that needs to just hold it in the right side, what needs to be switched. R2, U, R2, U prime, R2. That'll flip these edges, but that's okay. Another thing that will mess you up, keep using this as your right side, because then it will fix itself again, because if you use this as your right side, then it'll mess yourself up and you'll have to start over. Keep turning this side to start your algorithms, but that will fill it in. And now you're just going to want to turn this, because this is still your right side. Blue and orange, let's see if that one's on the top. It is, but it's the wrong one. The colors match, so we're going to have to turn it again. There's the other blue and orange piece that we need. So let's look for the orange and green. Not there. There we go. Opposite colors. Then you still use this as your right side. R2, U, R2, U prime, R2. And now you look for the green and red. Not there. So you turn back to this one and do the blue and orange, or whatever you want to do. That'll mess those up. Keep using that as your right side. Let's see, green and red is our final one. It's already in place for us. Okay, we got lucky this time, and the edges are still are intact still. Sometimes they'll be out of place, switched around. That is totally okay. You just keep using that as your right side and you'll be okay.